state level, how the heavy hand of the federal government has hurt your state. Governor Noem.
You know, when President Trump was in the White House, I was so thrilled because I was passionate about tax reform. And when he got sworn in as President of the United States, we had the chance for 2 years to work on a bill that he came in and finalized and helped us negotiate and get it through the Senate and got it signed into law that put thousands of dollars back into the American people's pockets, that they could make the best decisions on how to spend those money and dollars for their kids and for their grandkids. So that was fantastic for me to be a part of that. And when I first had a meeting with President Trump, I remember I was a brand new governor, and we came in and some of the new senators and new governors were having a meeting with him, and he was going around the table. I was sitting next to him, and so I knew I was going to be last. And people were asking him what they needed help with. What were some problems that he could help us solve? And I remember watching as we went around the table, some people were talking kind of long, and that kind of irritated him. You could see he was kind of squirming a little bit. And then some people were asking for 10 things. You know, well, I need you to fix this, this, and this, and then can you do that? So I thought, okay, by the time he gets to me, I'm going to have 3 things, but one I'm going to hit really hard because I just know, and I'm going to be succinct. And when he got to me, he said, Kristi, what do you need help with? And I said, well, sir, I really need help with some trade agreements. And then we negotiated a few that really penalize our producers and our commodity owners, our farmers, but also our manufacturers. So if you would help me get free trade, not free trade, but fair trade deals with our companies in other countries so that we can engage with them and not get penalized, he said, that would be fantastic. I'm on it. Absolutely. We need to get our products made here in the United States. We need to protect our food supply and grow it here and make sure they can be utilized by our people here. He said, what else did you need? I asked him for another policy in our Black Hills. I needed better lumber policy so we could actually maintain our forests and not deal with wildfires like California is when our forests aren't maintained. And he said, I'll get that done for you. And what's the third thing? I said, sir, I need fireworks back at Mount Rushmore.
And I bet he loved that.
Yeah, he goes, what? I said, well, we've always, every year, been able on the 4th of July to have fireworks at Mount Rushmore. And those TV shots of Mount Rushmore, a monument to great leaders, celebrating the freedom and independence that we have here as Americans, I said, but as soon as President Obama came into office, he took it away from us. And I'd like to have it back because I think it's a reminder not just to the people in this country, but to the whole world what America stands for. And he said, I'm going to help you get that done. That's fantastic. She wants fireworks. We're going to get fireworks. I got a little worried because every time I saw him for a year after that, every time he looked at my face, he'd say, how's our fireworks going? Are we getting our fireworks? And I was like, oh my goodness, he thinks all I want is fireworks. I actually wanted some other things, but he got it done. Did you guys see the wonderful celebration we had July 3rd? And so it was great to have a president that really wanted to help other leaders solve their problems for their people. And when Joe Biden came in, it was like a 180-degree change. It was unbelievable. On day 1, he canceled the Keystone XL pipeline, which was 11,000 jobs for us. The equipment was already set up in South Dakota. We had the pipe all laid out. All it had to be done was put in the ground and used so that we could move our oil in a safer, more responsible way for our environment and for our people, and he canceled that immediately. And from then on, I've been involved in federal lawsuits on, can I still put male and female on our birth certificates in South Dakota? Do I have to do transgender surgeries on my inmates that are in my prisons? These are the things the federal government sues me over because I want to keep saying male and female. I don't believe that taxpayers should have to pay for optional transgender surgeries when someone's incarcerated. And so it's dozens of those types of situations. Instead of being on offense solving problems, now I'm on defense just trying to protect my people.
Well, we're going to go on offense.